everyone. I'm on Pinterest, as you can see, and I am going to try to find something Pinteresting to draw for my second part of my audiobook that is going to be premiering on YouTube this Friday. And I'm really excited about it because I had a really great premiere last week. We had a great live chat. So many people enjoyed the book. So during the chat, I asked some people if there was some things that maybe they would like to see differently, and a couple people said, no, I like it just the way it is. But one of my really good friends, Mariah, she had suggested that maybe the chapter changes should be listed, but also she had asked me if I would include some of my artwork. One of the ideas that I had for my audiobook on YouTube was to try and draw some of the characters in my book. I have a board that I just started a few days ago called Lady Art. And my pins consist of some beautiful artwork of women. So I'm going to go to that board today and see if there's anything that's going to inspire me to draw some really cool characters for my book. So let's get started. I use my mobile device a lot for Pinterest. However, I know that when I'm recording the screen on my phone, it's only coming up this size, which is unfortunate, and I've tried to do it in the landscape mode, but it just won't let me do it. So I decided that I was going to try to do it on my laptop. I'm trying really hard to make sure that the videos that I'm doing are quality videos and that you're not just trying to look at, your YouTube screen and this tiny little screen of me scrolling through Pinterest. So I wanted to make sure that whatever I was doing was a full screen. Okay, so my pins are finally loading. And you can see the type of drawings that I like. I need something simplistic because I am incredibly new at drawing. So I'm even looking at things like this and I'm thinking, oh, that's, perfect. I can do a circle and a triangle. And so today I did add some new pins to this board. I like them a lot. I think they're really pretty, very simplistic. These are things that I would not be able to do. I just don't have that kind of talent. Now, I really like this one here because I like the Zen doodles in her hair, and I think that's something I might be able to do. I was looking at this one too, and I like the simplicity. And if I were to show you my sketch journal, you would see that I have actually tried to do some of these here, and they did turn out okay. Again, I'm not trying to completely copy somebody from Pinterest. I'm just trying to get ideas on something that I feel is going to be a good fit for me. Sometimes I try to duplicate it almost exactly, but I just can't do that. I'm not that good yet. And I wish I were, because I just absolutely adore all of this artwork. And I wish I had this kind of talent, and I'm just going to keep working at it. So this one here that the video is actually going right now, this is one that I did try to do. I didn't do it in watercolor though. I used my alcohol markers. Although I love my alcohol markers, sometimes they're a little bit difficult for me to use still. I'm still adjusting to just about every medium I am trying in art with my alcohol markers, acrylics, and watercolors. So I am still having some problems with that. And I'm also having some issues drawing. I'm not very good at drawing faces, and I never have been. That's why I like some of these pins. They look very simple. I can use a lot of the Zen doodles or doodles. The patterns, I love that, as we can see here. And this one here would probably be a lot easier for me to do, and I might just have to try that one. But I am going to try this one here. So this is the one I'm going to try to do today. So I'm going to let you follow my journey on this one. I'm really afraid to do this because I'm really not good at drawing, and lots of times I get to a certain point where it looks really good and somehow I just really screw it up. So let's see if I can do this without screwing up. This is about where I should have just called it quits. It is so sad and so hard for me to watch this video now, knowing what is going to become of this picture. I really thought I was doing okay at this point, putting in the doodles in her hair, and while I really liked it at first, it started getting a little out of control for me. I may have put in too many different styles of doodles rather than just maybe one or two. That was my biggest mistake. This is supposed to be Jenna, the main character of my book, She Is. And Jenna has black hair with some golden highlights. So that was my whole idea behind putting in these very pretty gold highlights. This alcohol marker has the same color, but it is in light, medium, and dark, and it's a golden color. And so because Jenna has these beautiful golden highlights in her black hair, I thought that I would try to do something fun with the doodles and then color them with the 3 different colors of gold. Every time I do any kind of art, I really wish that I would just stop while I'm ahead. I am making such a huge mistake here now. I'm trying to do the eyebrows, which I'm really just ruining this whole thing at this point. I erased her face with the kneaded eraser, and I didn't erase it completely because the kneaded eraser allows you to have the outline still on the paper without completely taking all of the drawing away, so you can still outline. However, I've messed up her eyes. Her eyes are now one bigger than the other. Her eyebrows are off, her eyelashes are off, and this is where everything's going bad, right here, the lips. I've ruined her completely at this point, and there's nothing I can do. There's no going back, and unfortunately now at this point, I just can't even use this picture anymore. I've just utterly destroyed poor Jenna. So I guess I'm going to try a whole nother design and hope for the best and learn from this mistake.